Does it?
I'm thinking Water Wednesday because we always do the theme of water and checking in leaderage amount with our community on Wednesdays, but it's Thursday today. So welcome everybody. Good morning. We have the beautiful Jen Kennedy here with us today. Jen is a fellow business owner with us. She's in the space of high ticket affiliate marketing, which she's going to talk into today. But I'm going to get Jen to share a bit about her story, where she's come from, how her family's been impacted by the choices she's now making as she's stepping into this next version of herself as a woman and as a business owner, and just really leveraging off the fantastic systems that we really do have today. It doesn't always have to be stuck in the past with old concepts. It can be about moving forward, digital media, all the things. So we're excited to chat with Jen for the next 15, 20 minutes just to give you some high value content and share Jen's story. So Jen, we're so honored to have you here, babe. Thank you for coming on today and sharing your wisdom and insights with us. I'm sure that so many people will be able to take it away from you. Inside our Facebook group, we have men and women. So I know you're talking to like Troy as well, and your family. We've got families and mamas, and that's who we work with predominantly too. So it's really exciting to have you here. Thanks, babe.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What a great introduction. My name is Jen, and I'm fairly new to this space. I've pretty much just been in the business 4 months, so pretty much the start of the year. And I've come from a traditional business background. So for 7 years, I owned a cheerleading gym on the Gold Coast. And we actually opened up one on the Sunshine Coast as well in 2000 and not last year, the year before.
Wow.
So I had the 2 locations, which was really awesome. And when I started that business, I had no business experience at all. It was just kind of a bit of one of those, life just happens and throws up an opportunity and you think, well, why not? I'm just going to do it, which is a bit crazy because it costs so much money for me to invest in this business. Like I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I had no experience. I didn't even know anything about cheerleading, and I just thought I could see an opportunity, a gap in the market, and so I just went for it. No business experience, no systems or anything in place. It was literally just learning as I went. So really good way to learn because you can't fail when you have that much money involved. You just have to keep going and you have to make it work. So it cost a lot of money to get started because we had to hire a big industrial shed, which are really, really expensive. They're like $10,000 a month now. So that's one big expense straight off the bat at the start of the month. I had to hire one full-time employee to get started, and then obviously that expanded to about 12. I ended up having towards the end, not full-time. A lot of casuals and things like that. Wow. It was rent, equipment. I had to work for the first 2 years of the business. So I was a police officer at that time. I don't think you girls know that about me.
No. Yeah. I think I forgot.
I've heard Jen talk about this, which is very fascinating. Like perfect career path, like initially as your sun sign.
I was a police officer at the time, so I was doing shift work. I worked in Broadbeach on the Gold Coast. So doing shift work, I had my kids at home who were younger at the time. This is going back a while. And then when I wasn't working at that job, I was at the gym. And if I wasn't at the gym, I was working behind the scenes at home. So it was really, really full on. And I did that for 2 years. I had to work just for my own income. So that's like the sacrifice that you have to make when you have a traditional business. And the other aspect that I don't know if people realize when you have a traditional business is you're not expected to make profit for 3 years. And I think that's why a lot of traditional businesses fail, is because people go into it with these ideas of how much money they're going to make. And the reality is that it's 3 years. And it was pretty much 3 years spot on for me too before I could make a profit or take an income from it, which is a long time, 3 years of work.
Wow.
So that was my experience. But I do love, from that, I learned that I love business. I love being in business. I love I love the highs and the lows as well. Like there was so many highs and lows, but you just get so much resilience from it. And you learn to be you learn a lot of self-leadership because you have to do it. You have to make it work. No one else is going to make it work for you. Like you have to do it. So, and also you have to just keep getting up when you have something really bad happens, or like when COVID happened and we shut down. It's like, how do you pay rent? How do you pay staff? How do you keep all your customers happy and for them to not leave? Like, you just have to keep showing up and you have to keep smiling and you just have to do it. So I did learn a lot from that experience, and I love being in business. I love that no matter what business you're in, whether you're in what our business now, affiliate marketing, or if you have a traditional business, you can make as much money as effort you put in, basically.
Yeah.
And so I love that side of it as well. So anyway, after 7 years, it was time to move on from that, and I sold that business. I did go into a traditional office job for a little while, which was a good experience because I learned I absolutely am not doing that.
No.
I am not doing that. So that was a good experience to go back into that and have that also realization as well. So when I'm talking to people now that work jobs, I'm like, I get it. I get that you have no time and that you have no money, and that I just don't know how people do it, to be honest. So it was a good experience to go and have that, because now I can relate to everyone so much as well. And the other good thing from having that job is that's where I met Alana, and she introduced me to this business. So here I am. And yeah, I've learned so much in this time. I've totally changed as a person. I was very much in my shell and very scared of social media, I guess you could say, as well. So when I realized that you had to use social media, I was like, oh, what? Like I don't put anything on social media. I was a very private person. And I remember saying that to Alana, and she's like, well, they don't pay your bills.
I love that one.
Don't. So I've gotten over that now, and really trying to work on my socials and make it into that business, because it is a business, and that's what I'm learning off Christy and Beck at the moment too.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's incredible, Jen. I love that so much. It's so relatable because there's so many people who have looked at the statistics, and that's just what we know. It's 75% of Australia hate their jobs. So it's like, this is a huge epidemic, whatever you want to call it, of people who are in such a low vibration, or getting up feeling fatigued and tired and uninspired and unmotivated every single day because they just haven't found that vehicle to unlock their mission or their heart's true desires, and they're capped with their income when it comes to office jobs. It's amazing to have multiple streams of income and really start thinking in that investor mindset. So you get to do that with the vehicle that we're all involved in, and it's really incredible. So maybe, Jen, do you want to talk about just because we were chatting just before, and Court said you put up an amazing post, and Jen does really well. You guys need to go follow her on Instagram and connect with her on Facebook, and of course ask any questions if you want to with Jen, how she did it, how she transferred from having traditional businesses to where she's at now, how her family supports her. There's lots of things we'll talk into shortly, but go and follow Jen and support her as well. She does an incredible job. So with the post that you did put up with Jen and your focus and your conversation around business as a businesswoman, what would you like to share with the audience around business and business statistics and what it means to be so fluid with business too?
Yeah, for sure. Well, as I said, with traditional, there's just such a vast difference. And both have their pros and cons. Obviously, I love this business, and there's no comparison now. But if someone is in traditional business, where can I start? I have systems in place in my business, like nothing. And so to walk into this business, and we have the platform, which is your automation. That's where your freedom comes from. And you don't have freedom with a traditional business. Like I had a physical location that I had to pay for. I had to attend that location every day, 6 days a week. I didn't have to because I had staff, but obviously as a leader, you need to be present and being a leader, being in that space. So that's one big difference. Another difference is the overheads. So with our business now, there is no overheads. There's the investment cost, which is so low compared to the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I had to spend to start a traditional business. And then from there, you're not hiring an office. You don't have employees. You don't have superannuation. All these types of things. And with traditional business, I just feel like it's just made so hard for you to succeed.
Yeah.
You can have so much money coming in, and then it's just like it's like the government doesn't want you to succeed, honestly, because you pretty much just have to end up, like, I know it's going into tax things, but breaking even, because otherwise the government takes all your money anyway. Yeah. And then so with this business, obviously we have the automation, which is just so amazing. And what that means, if people don't understand business terms and automation, is that is the back end working for you behind the scenes, so that you're making sales and money while I'm not actively doing anything. So I could be having fun at the beach, whatever. And behind the scenes, it's all working for me. So I think that is just such a big draw card. And so what my day looks like now is, social media is a big focus for me. I'm trying really hard to get that going, and replying to messages from my ads that I run. And it's a lot, like, I don't have stress, no stress like a traditional business at all. And I guess I haven't really talked about this out loud, but it's just, the difference is huge. And I guess the stress as well. I haven't even thought about that, but.
And I love that you talk about that too, because it's like community is so important. And the support that you get, and I know that you would feel this too, but I know for me and for us, like the support that we've had from not just Alana, but yourself and from other people in the community, and just wanting to raise each other up is really incredible. And it's important to have that when you are doing business. Why not do business with other people? Why not have fun? Why not co-create? We're here as a community. We're very big on co-creating with our friends and co-creating all of those things. So I love that you touched on that, because it's really important, and because business can be challenging, business can be hard. I genuinely can see why some people don't want to do business, but this is the thing. It's like, are you in the right business? Are you using the right model? And this is a perfect model to help support you in business.
And the community is amazing. Like, everyone is everyone's biggest cheerleader, and you have to really see it for yourself to believe it, because, like, I heard about it and it's like, I don't know. It's just what you're used to in society. Like, you have like your little, cliques and whatever, but everyone is just generally wanting you to succeed and helping you to succeed. And nothing's a secret. Like, they've given us the system on a platter, how to succeed. And this is what I think. Like, I go and learn something and I implement it straight away. And like, they're literally telling us how to be successful. So if you literally just do what they say, like, success is inevitable. Like, it's there for the taking. Like, come and get it. Off you go. Let's go.
Here it is. Love that. Yeah, that's so true, babe. 100%. And for business owners that might be watching, or they've got like a hobby income at the moment, they're trying to get something off the ground, or they've got a well-established business, brick and mortar or online business, and they're looking for ways to create more income or get the time back a little bit, because automation is the way, and they're not finding that automation within their business without having to hire staff. And we all know how much Australian wages are. How would you what would you say to those people with attaching something like this sort of vehicle, to their existing setup?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. If I had a traditional business, I would be doing that for sure, because you've already got your traditional business going. it's no extra time for you to have this going as well. And like without giving out accounting advice, I'm not an accountant or anything, but you can leverage your income from your traditional business, to pay for your ads or whatever. So, and to get your business started. But I'm not an accountant, so don't take my advice. But like, it would literally be so easy for someone in a business to get this going as well, and have a look for yourself. And I think it's just being open to a different way. And that's the whole, if it's our ego or our conditioning or what we've been taught, just being open to it and having a look at it, and trialing it for yourself, seeing the platform and seeing exactly how it works. I'm sure that anyone that comes from a business background, once they look at the compensation plan and the automation, I think anyone from a business background would be straight in, because I knew I was like straight in. I was like, let's go. I need to hurry up. I'm missing. And I think people with that business mindset would see it instantly. So if you do have a business, even if it's work from home business, and you have an understanding of accounting and how business works, definitely trial the platform, see for yourself, see the compensation plan, and go from there.
Yeah, love that, Jen. Thank you. And just to have a quick chat about your beautiful man, Troy. Got the pleasure to meet Troy, everybody, when we went to a training day all together down in the Gold Coast, and we all did an amazing, business content creation photo shoot. It was really fun.
It was so much fun.
It was good. Love the guys down there. So Troy, from the outside perspective, he's like right by your side, Jen. He's backing you all the way. He's like, go, babe, go. And I love that. I really love that. It's amazing to see. But some ladies, some ladies who aren't in maybe such a supportive relationship or long-term partnership with family and kids, even a short-term one, maybe they don't have that support, or they're single. Even you can talk into this a little bit, what it means to support self. But what's that been from Troy's perspective about how he's best support you without feeling like he has to do everything or know everything too? He can just, be by your side.
Yeah. Well, Troy is like such an amazing support, and I know I'm lucky to have that, and I'm so grateful for it. It definitely makes my life easier doing what I'm doing to have that support. He just loves being a part of the community. He loves supporting me, and I think a big thing is that he went to celebrate with me, so he saw what I saw, and so he knew straight away. I guess that would be the same as someone's partner either doing the discovery process or the DBS call as well, and that's what I would suggest to someone if they have a partner that's a bit standoffish about this, is get them to jump on the DBS call. So they can that's the digital business specialist in the discovery process, and that way the partner could ask any questions to the DBS and have them answered instead of trying to relay it, because like it is hard to explain. So I think he knew from the get-go what it was about, and he's always listening. Like I play the Monday huddles, he like listens in the background, and he just likes knowing what's going on. He likes being a part of it. That's really good. But that's my advice. I'd get them to jump in and learn for themselves.
Yeah, I love that. Really love that. Even it's like it's I guess a partner is always a reflection of you in some sense. So the more open you are or welcoming of experiences and asking questions, they're going to have their own stuff. But it's if you're encouraging them, like Jen's saying, to come along for the journey, see for yourself, because we can only experience things through our own perception and own beliefs and own goggles. So trying to relay new information, or trying to, even if you just read a book, there's thousands of things in a book, and trying to relay the book word for word doesn't make sense. A person needs to read that book for themselves. It's just the exact same concept.
Or you're trying to convince them then.
100%. And if you don't have a partner, it's like you'll have things come up yourself. So once again, drop in, surrender, open up, and go through the process yourself and just ask questions. Same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all very transparent. Like you'll get the answer to any question you ask. It's all there.
Yeah. We love the business that we get to be in, and the community's massive. So Jen, thanks so much, babe, for hopping on. Just before we go, maybe for a woman watching this, you know, who's wanting a bit of a better way or another way, or to provide more for her kids, you know, the mission and the vision she thought she'd have isn't really working out right now, what would you say to her?
Someone that's not in the business, you mean?
Yeah. Any woman looking for career change or just to start a job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I would just say be open to it.
Yeah.
Trust your gut as well. And so I just know that voice in your head stops you from doing a lot of things in life, whether it is starting a new business or anything really. It's that little voice that stops you. So just be open to it and be brave, be courageous. And you've only got one life, so you've got nothing to lose.
Love that. So
Yeah.
true.
Oh, Jen, yeah, that's really beautiful. That was a good reminder for me. I was like, okay, thank you. Oh, babe, you're really incredible. Thank you so much for hopping on today. We'll stop the live there. As I said, guys, that's all right, babe. As I said, guys, go follow Jen, support her on her journey as well, see the fam, see what they're all up to. Jen's got an interesting life over there in her world, Jenville. It's fun.
Love following Jenville.
Yeah, it's good. And of course, her inbox is open, ours is open. You can drop any comments below or ask us any questions. So thank you, Jen. I'll stop there. Bye.